Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Tea Time with Acupuncture is My Life. Now in today's episode, I want to go over a few points that are important for you to pay attention to. Don't over-concern yourself with it, but pay attention to in your daily life, okay? This may be a topic. I know we're pretty backed up with things that are going to go on our social media platforms, but this may be a topic that may run on one of our social media platforms because, we're too backed up with health topics, but I felt it's extremely important that this is put out there. And this is why I say, if you're not following us on every social media platform under Acupuncture is My Life, do so. With the exception of Twitter, we're at Acu_is_my_life. And also check out the acupunctureismylife.com website. Tons of information, health information up, as well as women's series, health series running in the blog section. There's some great stuff out there. We have on the website, as well as information put into the newsletters. So subscribe to the newsletters while you're at the Acupuncture is My Life website as well. But today I want to discuss pancreas issues, okay? Because this is like this flat, long organ that's tucked deep inside of your abdomen that has a myriad of functions that keep you going, including, as many know, producing insulin to keep your blood sugar like at a level that it should be. All right. This organ is super important, and once it becomes affected, you're not going to know it, or more times than not, until it's too late. Because there aren't any screening exams, any routine screening tests for cancer, let's say, of the pancreas, and there aren't any blaring signs that your pancreas is in poor condition. So a lot of individuals, once they're diagnosed, let's say, with pancreatic cancer, it's usually too late, more times than not. Survival rate, 5 years out, but only 3% of individuals diagnosed with pancreatic cancer will live that long. And this is a form of cancer that's not discussed enough. And if you're following Acupuncture is My Life, you have to appreciate how much we pull your coattail to so many things that just go over your head on a daily basis. And we get feedback a lot from individuals globally. Thank you. It's not about the adulation. We just want to know that we're helping, or we're enlightening so many people, so many individuals about acupuncture for the most part, and how you can benefit. But also, along with that, see your physician at least annually or semi-annually. Get your normal checkups done, blood work done. And if you have any questions, you can sit with your acupuncturist or contact Acupuncture is My Life, and we'll go over your blood results, and we'll go over different things with you. But then we'll jump the fence to explain to you how it all works from an acupuncturist world. Okay? And this is why we have the videos on YouTube under Acupuncture is My Life. We have information running on TikTok as well as other platforms explaining the basics of the functions of, let's say, your yin organs, your yang organs. What are some of the patterns that accompany those functions? And when I say patterns, I'm talking about disorders. Various health conditions that affect and cause problems with your yin and your yang organs, and what an acupuncturist will look for and do to remedy that. This is what I'm saying over and over. Getting a system of regular wellness visits going. And when I say regular wellness visits, the first thing that comes to mind is individuals saying, oh man, I have to make time every week to go see my acupuncturist. No, that routine is determined between both yourself and your acupuncturist. There are some individuals that seek wellness visits every week. Yeah, they do. There are some every other week, once a month, every 3 months. But they're actively focused on their health. And that's what we're recommending here at Acupuncture is My Life. Okay? That's what we're recommending. But back to pancreatic cancer and 3% making it to the 5-year mark. This is because, and I know many of you are saying, why only 3%? Because pancreatic cancer is difficult to detect. And we've lost touch with our bodies, and this is why, again, contact Acupuncture is My Life or see your local acupuncturist. Because your pancreas doesn't always give you straightforward, obvious clues that something is wrong. But there are subtle signs that you need to pay attention to. Signs or symptoms that should warrant you see your local acupuncturist or contact Acupuncture is My Life right away, as well as speak with your physician. One sign is that your bowel movements, your excretions look off. They look a little different. Like if you notice your stool, your bowel movements are floating in the toilet and it's very, very light color. Your nutrient absorption has been affected. To an acupuncturist, it's their job to determine, our job to determine what's going on with your spleen and stomach, which is responsible for your post-7 chi. Those two yin and yang organs have a lot to do in the way of controlling nutrient absorption. Okay? Which is why I say see your local acupuncturist. Because you see, your pancreas is responsible for the production of enzymes that allows or assists in digesting fats in your diet, as well as fat-soluble vitamins such as, let's say, vitamin A, vitamin E, and vitamin K from the foods in which you eat. These 3 vitamins are super important. I've done episodes discussing the functions, what these vitamins are responsible for, pertaining to your health. So, when your pancreas cannot properly manufacture those enzymes, your bowel movements will appear as much paler and less dense, okay? And it'll begin floating. And that should be of some concern. It should concern you. And another thing to watch out for with regard to your bowel movements are, is it oily? Now you can feel that once it comes out of you, but then what is it leaving? Is there like a film that's left or that appears in the toilet water that looks like oil? It's another sign that your body failed to break down this dietary fat. See your acupuncturist or contact Acupuncture My Life. Because health is wealth. The wealth isn't in the bank. It's not in the safe. It's not in your purse. It's not in your pocket. It's not under the mattress. It's not under the doghouse in the backyard. It's in you. Understand that. It's in you. Now, another subtle sign to look out for is achiness. Achiness in your abdominal region. Because abdominal pain is a common symptom of both acute pancreatitis as well as pancreatic cancer. And these types of pain would start in the middle region of your torso and then radiate to your middle and even lower back. And if this goes on for several weeks, this can be a sign of pancreatic cancer. See your physician. Contact Acupuncture My Life or see your local acupuncturist. Now here's something else to look out for. If you put on PPIs, right, proton pump inhibitors, for acid reflux, and you notice that the symptoms aren't getting any better, that can be a sign of misdiagnosis. And doctors, physicians do make mistakes based on following subjective opinion. It can happen. No one's infallible. With regard to many things that we do in life or proclaim to be a professional expert at. Nothing is absolute. You go back to your doctor and you discuss this matter with your physician. And then you contact Acupuncture My Life or see your local acupuncturist. Because this can be pain that's triggered by pancreatic cancer and not acid reflux. So if you're on this pump, if you're on proton pump inhibitors for acid reflux, it's not getting better. It's another red flag. Another sign is if, let's say, you experience the pain suddenly out of nowhere and it's intense and it's in the middle of your abdomen. Can be a sign of acute pancreatitis. This must be addressed. Contact Acupuncture My Life or see your local acupuncturist. Because you have to understand, one of the many functions, important functions of your pancreas is to produce hormones, to control your body's production of insulin, as well as or along with your blood sugar levels. So if you just start seeing like, oh my gosh, I'm headed toward becoming diabetic, my blood sugar numbers are just skyrocketing, or even if you've been diagnosed with diabetes or as a diabetic, and it's becoming harder and harder to manage your blood sugar, even while being on medication. First and foremost, once you're once you're diagnosed with diabetes, okay, along with seeing your physician, you should be headed to your acupuncturist office or contacting Acupuncture's My Life. It's a must. But if you were under or doing regular wellness visits with your acupuncturist, becoming diabetic wouldn't be among your top concerns. Okay? Think about that. Let that sink in for a minute. Definitely let that sink in for a minute. Now, another sign, let's say if you, some of us globally, a lot of us, love eating hamburgers. Or, steaks, so forth and so on, beef. But I'll just use hamburgers as an example. And then after eating it, you're feeling nauseous. You feel as if you want to vomit or you do vomit. And this can be as a result of not even just hamburgers. You can eat what's another type of fatty food? Avocados, different types of nuts. Foods that are high in fat. And you're feeling nauseous, or you feel as if you want to vomit, or you actually even do vomit. Your body's fat digesting capabilities have been affected, which leads to this nauseating feeling. It's a sign of pancreas issues. Something wrong, potentially wrong with the pancreas. Contact Acupuncture's My Life or see your local acupuncturist, as well as seeing your physician. Or we may recommend you see a physician to have some tests run as well. You know what? If you're operating a vehicle right now, do me a favor, pull it over to the side of the road. If you're crossing the street, hurry up and safely get across the street. If you're carrying or lifting something heavy, I need you to take a moment and just rest it down. Rest it down just for a moment. I need everyone in a relaxed position right now, a relaxed state. And I need you to close your eyes and I need you to say to yourself, Acupuncture is my life. And now open them. Boom. You are now brand new. And brand new you are. Now another sign is weight loss. If you notice you're losing weight without even trying, especially along with that, you're experiencing this pain that I discussed in the middle of your abdomen that's radiating to your back. This can be a sign of pancreatic cancer, some type of disease of the pancreas. You want to address that. You need to address that immediately. Contact Acupuncture's My Life. See your local acupuncturist. Sit with your physician. Just get some blood work done. Have some tests run. Take these results back to your acupuncturist. But it's not even, I'm not saying this as if your acupuncturist needs the results from your doctor. I mean, it's just supporting documentation and so forth. But, I mean, our assessment is much different. And blood work and so forth, test results are not always needed because symptomology, a patient's symptoms, our assessment of their constitution, meridian, so forth, tongue and pulse diagnosis. I mean, it's going to tell us a lot. It'll tell us what's going on inside of your body. Which organs are deficient. Which meridians are deficient. What's in excess. And what we need to do.
Acupuncture is my life.
You have to understand. I don't say it just to say it. I say it because it's what's best for you. Which is why I say you must make acupuncture a part of your life. Because acupuncture is my life.
Acupuncture is my life.
What's yours?